As one of the best South African goalkeepers that we had in the country, we are in a space where we're looking at a young star that you've worked with sometime, and Ronwen Williams now, as a player, he matures and stuff like that. And he's at a point where everybody's talking about him getting nominated for all this and stuff like that. But how is it as a goalkeeper that has played for Bafana Bafana to see somebody also come through the ranks and be at a position where he is right now?
Fantastic. I mean, Ronwen's performances for both club and country has made me so proud to see, because I've had the honour of watching him grow up in the game. When I was playing for Supersport United back in the day, he was coming through the ranks and sort of stepping into the senior team as I moved on as well. So to see his progress and how he's navigated his development years in the game, he's got to a stage in his career where he's put all of those together nicely, and he's gone from level to level to level, and that's purely through hard work, because there's no substitute for it. And Ronwen realized that at the early stage. Now what he's done is he's set the goalkeeping bar and standard so high that it is a challenge for all young goalkeepers coming through now to see what it takes to get there. Now with Ronwen's nomination for the Ballon d'Or and the Yashin Award, what that's meant, it's put not only South African goalkeeping on the map, it's put African goalkeeping on the map. And so the world must now stand up and take African goalkeeping seriously, because Ronwen is serious about what he's done and how he's done it. And his performances have shown that for our national team, specifically in the Nations Cup. And so that makes me very proud. But I'm also proud of, football aside, I'm proud of the man that he's become. The family man about him, the way he's lived his life. And those are all little components that you have to put together to achieve the success that Ronwen has achieved. And he's only just beginning. He's going to go on to even higher levels, and I can't wait to see that.
And coach, an epitome of a role model, Ronwen Williams, epitome of role model.
100%. So Ronwen is building his status into just that, proper role model status, and that's when I speak goalkeeping specifically. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of approach to building your own career, because it doesn't take the talent alone that Ronwen has. It takes everything around it, and he's doing that so well at the moment.
And coach, the time he was coming through the ranks, you were there at Supersport, you coached him after that. Were you able to see the hunger in him for you to even tell that he could go far?
Yeah. So back in the day, there were times in Ronwen's early careers when people thought he wasn't going to be big enough to be a goalkeeper, and also the mentality side of the game as well, that needed to be worked on. But the natural talent was there to see. Even when he was a young goalkeeper, the natural talent was all there. And what Ronwen's done so perfectly well is to put all the other little components together. So he built his mental toughness. He made himself big in terms of stature in goals. And you see that now. Ronwen is at a stage in his career where he knows how to make himself unbeatable in goals. He's a match-saving goalkeeper for his team. And those are the components that take you from level to level to level. And Ronwen's done that.
And coach, how important to have someone like Shoaib Waters starting an academy where he concentrates mostly on goalkeepers to bring up goalkeepers in South Africa, because it seems like lately we have a lot of it's not wrong, but we have a lot of goalkeepers coming outside of South Africa to actually create a platform that is like that to make sure that in the future we have more goalkeepers like Ronwen.
Yeah. Well, I think rather than speaking about goalkeeping from a foreign perspective, we've got to speak about goalkeeping from a local perspective. And goalkeeping at the moment in South Africa is in a little bit of a crisis. We are struggling to find goalkeepers to bring into our national teams. Why is that? Because development with goalkeepers has taken a backseat. We have to move from developing goalkeepers in isolated pockets, and we've got to get all the big minds of goalkeeping together under one roof and come up with an idea on how we are going to fix it on a national level. So how do we do that? We have to develop a proper, significant coach the goalkeeper coaches program. That's how we do it. You coach coaches, and those coaches, now you give them the opportunity to go and scout young goalkeepers, to train them, to develop them, to grow them, to build them. And that's what we need. And until we do that, we're always going to find ourselves in a situation where we don't have enough quality in the goalkeeping department coming through the ranks.
There's a debate that maybe we must take the approach that is taken by Egypt, where they only allow local goalkeepers in their Premier League. Is it something that you think can better our goalkeeping crisis that you are talking about?
As far as I'm concerned, we don't have to take that approach. We don't have to ban foreign goalkeepers from coming into South Africa. What we need to place our focus on is developing local young goalkeepers to challenge for these positions. And if we have the right coaches in place, I have no doubt in my mind that we will fix goalkeeping in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years here.
Thank you, Coach.